Welcome to the kingdom.
All right. So, Minister, let me ask you, for the people that come in to receive therapy, do you find that Christian versus non-Christians, or Christians and non-Christians, do they face some of the same issues? Or is there a particular thing that Christians face that non-Christians don't face? Can you address that for us?
Good question.
Yeah, we actually, I see a little bit of the same for both. I shouldn't say a little bit. I think because we are all humans, we all kind of face the same thing, same things that we go through. Nothing, I've never seen a whole lot of differences. Now, there are sometimes that I have had, someone with some spiritual questions, a Christian, or someone, actually, I've had non-Christians that might be seeking, and I don't really know that, but through our conversation, something may come up for them. And so if they mention something about, Christianity, or any kind of door that there's an indication that they're seeking, that's an opening to where I can dig a little bit deeper behind that. But most of the things that we see, both Christians and non-Christians, are that they deal with this. We all deal with those kind of same things.
Okay, and that's amazing, because you wonder, do the Christians face the same things as non-Christians? And so we wanted to ask that question again. We wanted to ask you that question. Yeah. So, what are the common things that they come in for? Do you have does anything come to mind? What are some of the common things that they come in for?
So depression, anxiety, some of those things that I think that, most people have been dealing with a little bit more, especially now that we went through this pandemic. There is a commonality with Christians and non-Christians that I've been seeing. It's mainly those things, every once in a while. You may get something that's kind of a little bit different, and that's, just when it comes to the marriage piece, or just couples. With them coming, because of, I will say, mainly because of the pandemic and people meeting online, there's a different dynamic that I see with that. And that's mainly what I see, maybe with non-Christians, more than I would with Christians. People meeting online, and then now that we're kind of outside and the pandemic is over, they're talking separation or divorce, or so, and I see it both. I do, but I see it more from non-Christians for that particular issue.
I think it would be kind of safe to say, Minister, we all go through some of the same things. Some of us just choose to go through those things. Choose to go through those things with Jesus. You know what I'm saying? We go through, some of us face the same storms. Some of us just choose to have Jesus in our boat, and some don't. I guess that's one way of looking at it. Is that a fair assessment?
Yes, it is. Absolutely. That's definitely how it is.
Yeah.
Because we're all human, all of our first reaction is fear, which is normal, Everybody's afraid of something. If anybody say they're not afraid of anything, they're lying. There is something that we're all afraid of, and usually that's your first reaction. When you're when you're dealing with something, especially in this economy that we're in. When you think about the wars that's going on, the fighting, and the division, and the racism, and the violence, and the weather pattern, and all this that we're facing in life. The first thing that we all initially experience is fear, whether Christian or non-Christian. So,
yes, absolutely.
And what kind of impact has the pandemic had on your therapy in terms of clientele? Has it increased, or Is it less, or what are you seeing since the pandemic?
Well, at the height of the pandemic, or in the very middle of the pandemic, it was very heavy. I was seeing people from early in the morning till late in the evening usually. And I would say now, present day, it's kind of leveled off. But you still have those, those lingering effects on people. So it's not as, I don't have as many clients as I did in the pandemic. Some people, they went back to just living life, and that's nothing's wrong with that.
Yeah.
The purpose, I think, of, those therapy sessions at that time was to be able to cope with what was going on at that time.
Yeah.
So, it's not surprising that, that number kind of tapered off, kind of like a bell shape.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, so, but it's understandable. Yeah.
Well, we're glad for your insight on that, and we just look forward to, again, you, as you've already availed yourself to your services within the kingdom. And we just so glad to have you part of the team. And we want to say to you, we're going to continue this with Minister Kim. So join us for our next episode. Love, peace, and blessings, beloved.